Hey folks, Grant Estrad here over at Local Cooling Farms. We are about to batch a batch of the Laughing Buddha Nursery Bag of Plenty raised bed mix that we've been selling for a long time. I just want to kind of go through the ingredients with you here real quick. The bulk ingredients that we use is a combination of three different things. Primary is going to be our pine fines that we bring in. It's got a great pH to it, low pH. Anywhere from 5.5 to 6.5. It really helps bring in that drainage, that bulk material, and that pH that we're looking for in vegetable gardens. Next ingredient that we'll use is a hardwood-based compost. It does have a high pH, around 7.5, but one thing that it does is that this crumb here is made up of white rot fungi. And so white rot fungi does not like growing on pine. So we put a little bit of that in there to help out the fungal activity to help create crumb structure in the raised bed mix. The next ingredient is our composted coffee grounds. This is the main compost ingredient that we use. It's super dense. That's why we put it in at a lower percentage relative to the pine bark. But it's packed full of all kinds of nutrients and goodies, and there are surely quite a bit of nutrients in there for all of your fungi and microbes that are going to help out with bringing those nutrients to the plants. Next is going to be the amendments that we're using. It's going to be worm castings. We do all of our worm castings here at the farm, and so they're all homegrown castings that we're doing on site from our own vermicomposting program. The next is the composted crab shell. This composted crab shell is over a year old. All the crab shell has been completely broken down. It's actually been mixed and beat up a little bit, so it's been broken in. We use pine bark as the base carbon material to compost the crab shell. So it does look like just pine bark, but I can assure you there's a load of crab shell in there, which is going to give you all kinds of calcium, magnesium, some NPK, as well as a host of other type of micronutrients. Next ingredient is biochar. This is a Louisiana-made biochar made from a single source feedstock material. They actually use bagasse. So they get bagasse fiber, run it through a pyrolysis chamber, and then you have a high quality biochar that's going to aid in a lot of the chemical processes that occur naturally in a healthy soil. The next material that we use is a silage fermented non-GMO alfalfa. We use this because the alfalfa itself is going to help give a nutrient component to it, but because it's been fermented with lactic acid bacteria and some different strains of yeast, it is going to offer up some enzymes because of the microbial activity. The lactic acid bacteria and some of the yeasts may not survive in the raised bed mix, but the important thing is that it's bringing a lot of things to the table to help other microbes populate the mix and then help bring nutrients to your plants. So those are the major ingredients that we've got. Just to recap, we've got our pine bark, our hardwood, our coffee, our worm castings, our composted crab shell, our biochar, and our fermented non-GMO alfalfa that you use. So if you have any interest in using our raised bed mix for any of your gardening activities, you can shoot us a message or give us a call at 504-234-3564. Everybody have a good one.